Welcome back to Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. Today, teams begin their second round of competitions. The Chelsea Green Dragons have come back to compete against the Riverfield Ravens. The stakes are getting higher as the winner of this game will get to advance and compete in the semifinals round. We have met the students before, but now we'd like to get a chance to know them a little bit better. We'll start by getting to know the Chelsea Green Dragons. First off, we have Sam McKay. Hobbies are playing saxophone, reading Batman comics, and thinking about math. I like you already. His favorite subjects are Schweitzer and Dolly. You'll have to tell me about that in a second. Favorite sports are soccer and bocce. Very cool combination. Plans after high school are to go to college and become a physicist or mathematician. Random fact, there are more bacterial cells in humans than human cells in anyone's body. Now, how'd you figure that out?
There's approximately 10 million cells in your body, and there's about 15 trillion just in your stomach.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just had lunch. Okay, well, that's good. Schweitzer and Dolly, talk to me about that.
You asked for my favorite subjects. They are my subordinates because they are my pets. So they are my subjects.
Very good. We're glad you're here. Next up, we have Nate Fraley. Hobbies are mountain climbing, scuba diving, football, and basketball. Favorite subject is lunch. We all know that. His favorite sports are basketball and football. Plans after high school are to go to college. Random fact from him, he enjoys reading Batman comics. Who doesn't? It's Batman.
True.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Batman,
Yes.
of course.
Of course.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Tyler Province is next. Hobbies are playing guitar, modern hip-hop dance, like tutting. What's tutting?
Tutting is like finger movements, like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh,
just-
finger dancing. Okay.
Yeah.
I could sort of do that. Okay. Favorite sport is basketball. Favorite subjects are humanities and English. Plans after high school are to become a special effects makeup artist or music news reporter. Random fact from you, you have a net and became friends with a member of Delta Ray, a VH1 You Oughta Know artist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch VH1.
They're like just music artists that have been featured on VH1, the music network, and I got to meet them in May of this year, and so far we've become great friends over Twitter.
Awesome. Got to have a Twitter account. Appreciate you being here also. Sam Ross is last, and hobbies are playing guitar. Favorite subject is biology. Favorite sport is football. Plans after high school are to go to college and be a robotic engineer. That's ambitious. So you mean like real steel with the Wolverine guy? Hugh Jackman. I knew who that was.
Well, it's mostly to make the Iron Man suit, but either way works, yes.
Nice. Iron Man. Hey, they're working on like Iron Man 5, right? Something like that?
Something like that,
Exactly. Thanks so much, Chelsea. And now let's get to know the Riverfield Ravens. First off, we have Chandler Bear, just turned 18 years old and is a senior this year, is a car enthusiast, and his hobbies include playing guitar, singing, and gallivanting around town with friends. We all do that. His favorite subjects are music, physics, and history. Favorite sport to play is golf, but enjoys watching football and basketball. After high school, he planned to study mechanical engineering and aerospace engineering. Good combo. And one random fact about Chandler is that he loves British band Arctic Monkeys. I've never heard of them.
They're very good.
I would imagine so if they're your favorite. Cool, but they're not like the Beatles or something.
They're not quite as big as the Beatles.
Oh, it's a shame. I love the Beatles. All right, well, that's good that you like them. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Nick Hartman is next. Enjoys playing video games and chess. His favorite subjects are debate and German. Do you debate in German, though?
Occasionally.
Occasionally, that's good. Listed golf as his favorite sport. Plans on getting a double major in psychology and economics, and later a juris doctor.
Jurisdictional doctor.
Yeah, right. An interesting fact about Nate is that as a tradition, he never does any homework on Fridays. I have to be honest, I don't think anyone does homework on Fridays.
I suppose not.
Okay, that's a good tradition to have. Okay, debating in German, remember that.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Nate Newman is next, who is a senior at Riverfield. He spends most of his free time plotting. Plotting what? Do you see the evil grin? Playing video games or surfing the internet. Favorite subjects are German and science. After high school, plans on majoring in some kind of engineering. German engineering? Because that would be like Volkswagen.
I'm not as interested in cars as Chandler is.
Okay. But you're just interested in plotting something. There you go. Okay. Thanks for being here. Sam Brander is next. Favorite hobbies include riding his bike, running, and learning new things about geography. Favorite subjects in school are history and English. Favorite sports are cross country and tennis. Hopefully not at the same time, unless you plan on chasing after tennis balls. After high school, Sam plans on going to college or university and maybe learn how to make maps. Not making's a good skill. Matter of fact of life, he is a geography genius. Give me any capital of a country and which highway to take, and I will answer it. Answer what?
Just how to get from here to there.
Okay. So you like maps?
Yeah.
All right. Did you watch Dora as a kid? They said map all the time.
Not really.
Thanks so much, Riverfield. Now that we've gotten to know our players a little bit better, it's time to begin our competition. As always, we start with the speed round. Remember, teams, these are individual answer questions worth 10 points each. There is no conferring in this round. Are you ready to play? Do you want questions? Yes?
Yeah.
Good, because I want answers. Here's the first of our speed questions. What letter used inside the HTML tag directs the computer to mark the beginning or end of a hypertext link? Yes, Riverfield.
Slash.
Incorrect. Chelsea. Yes.
S.
Incorrect. It is the letter A. Letter A. Name the comic opera by Wagner set in the mid-16th century in Nuremberg. Yes, Chelsea.
The Ring Cycle.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Yes.
The Ring of Nibelung.
Incorrect. Die Meistersinger. Die Meistersinger. Moving on. Who were the three Bronte sisters famous in the field of literature? Yes, Chelsea.
Emily, Charlotte, and Anne.
That is correct. A five-nation treaty signed in 1922 limited naval armaments. Name any four of the five nations signing. Yes, Chelsea.
Britain, France, Germany, and the United States.
Incorrect. Riverfield, you get a chance? Yes.
Germany, France, United States, Russia.
Incorrect. United States, Britain, France, Italy, or Japan. No Germany. Moving on to speed. Expressing your answer in radians, math question, your answer in radians, find the principal value of the arctangent of the square root of 3. Time's up. Remember, more time for math questions, but the answer is pi over 3. Pi over 3. Nothing beside remains round the decay of that colossal... Yes, Riverfield.
Ozymandias.
That is correct. That was a good one. Cryosurgery for the skin usually employs which gaseous element in liquid form at about -2... Yes, Riverfield.
Nitrogen.
Yes, it would be in liquid form. Nitrogen is the gas, though. Although she bore Henry VIII's 6 children, only one, Mary I, survived infancy. Who was she? Yes, Chelsea.
Anne Boleyn.
That is incorrect. Riverfield. Yes.
Queen Elizabeth.
Incorrect. Catherine of Aragon. What 6-letter word that begins with the letter B and means indistinct? Time's up. It is blurry. Blurry. Identify the office fixture that lent its name to that which early internet users posted their messages on. Yes, Riverfield.
A forum.
Incorrect. Chelsea? That would be bulletin board or message board. Give me the occupation of this prominent handicapped person. Joseph Pulitzer, who was blind during most of his productive years. Yes.
Newspaper editor.
Incorrect. Riverfield.
Writer.
Incorrect also. Journalist, publisher, and congressman. He was a lot of things. Back to speed. From a list of 10 books, George selects 4. In how many total ways can George select the 4 books? Yes, Riverfield.
24.
Incorrect. Chelsea. That'd be 5,040. Pretty close. Oh, that's the end of the round. Sorry for that. The score stands at this point with Riverfield with 20 points and Chelsea with 10 points. Pretty close match. Low scoring, but close. All right, we now head into the advantage round. Remember, to gain the advantage teams, you must be the first to correctly answer a speed question. Any team member may answer those. Once a team correctly answers a speed question, they are given 3 advantage questions worth 5 points each. While you are allowed to confer on these players, answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain. Once an advantage category is complete, it's back to speed questions to gain a new advantage. Are you all ready? Let's start with the speed question. A state of lawlessness or political disorder within a country. Yes, Riverfield.
Anarchy.
That is correct. You have the advantage. Your category is history. Number 1. Which president sent the Great White Fleet around the world in 1908?
Theodore Roosevelt.
That is correct. What nickname was given to Chinese laborers who worked on railroads of California in the 19th century?
Immigrants.
That is incorrect. Coolies. Who was the first woman to become a U.S. senator?
Hillary Clinton.
Margaret Chase Smith. Back to speed for a new advantage. The Archbishop of Canterbury is the spiritual head of the worldwide Anglican Communion. In the United States, this church is known as what? Yes, Riverfield.
The Episcopal Church.
That is correct. You have the advantage again. Your category this time is dams. Identify these 3 dams. Number 1, huge man-made structure in Arizona.
Hoover Dam.
That is correct. Chief city in Holland.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam is correct. Highest dam built in the American continent and is located on the Clearwater River in Idaho.
Snake River.
Snake
No. We're talking about the dam.
Yeah.
Snake Dam.
Snake Dam.
Incorrect. Dvorak Dam. All right, back to speed again. During a visit last October to the UN in an effort to work together to tackle global issues, rapper Psy persuaded UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon to try what style of dance? Yes, Riverfield.
Like Gangnam Style.
That's exactly right. You have the advantage again. Your category is identify. Identify and name these very familiar literary characters. Number 1, he shot an arrow at an apple placed on his son's head.
Robin Hood.
Incorrect. William Tell. He won an archery contest by splitting the shaft of an arrow.
That's Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood is correct. He was surprised when he saw a man's naked footprint on the beach.
No, it's not
Peter Pan.
Incorrect. That would be Robinson Crusoe. Back to speed. Johannesburg is the capital of South Africa. Harare is the capital of which African country? Yes, Chelsea.
Zimbabwe.
That is correct. You have the advantage. Your category is location. Number 1, what country is directly north of Israel?
Lebanon.
Correct. What country is located between Peru and Paraguay?
Paraguay. Bolivia.
Bolivia.
Bolivia is correct. What currently is the world's 2nd most populous country?
India.
India is correct. Back to speed. This geometrical figure is defined as the conic section made by a plane parallel to a generating line. Yes, Chelsea.
A circle.
Incorrect. Line of a cone. What is it? Riverfield, you get a chance.
Ellipse.
Incorrect. It is parabola. So looking for advantage. In which of Shakespeare's plays is a male lawyer impersonated by a woman? Yes, Chelsea.
The Twelfth Night.
Incorrect. Riverfield.
As You Like It.
Incorrect. The Merchant of Venice. Identify the federal agency with the letters EPA. Yes, Riverfield.
Environmental Protection Agency.
That is correct. You have advantage. Category is literary terms that begin with A. Number 1, a literary comparison.
Allegory.
Incorrect is analogy. 2, a coined word formed from the initial letters of successive words in a phrase, such as radar.
Alliteration.
Incorrect, acronym. 3, a traditional saying expressing a universal observation or experience.
Yeah, allegory.
Allegory.
That is incorrect, an adage, an aphorism, or an axiom. Back to speed. The Obama administration lifted a sweeping ban on visas for officials from which Southeast Asian nation on May 2nd? Ooh, I think the bell just beat you. That'd be Myanmar or Burma. In medical terminology, what does the suffix itis signify as... Yes, Riverfield.
Swelling or inflammation.
That will work. You have the advantage. Category this time is expressions. Number 1, a Texas national park.
Big Ben. Big Bend.
Big Bend.
That is correct. President Theodore Roosevelt's motto.
Speak softly but carry a big stick.
Speak softly but carry a big stick.
That is correct. The circus is also called...
Carnival.
Carnival.
Incorrect. The Big Top. Math question. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, and that signifies the end of the advantage round. Score at this time, we're calculating. Riverfield with 50 points and Chelsea with 25 points. All right, we now jump into the third round, where the team's ability to think on their feet will be tested. In this whirlwind round, the team with the lowest points gets to pick from 1 to 3 categories. They can pick a category for themselves, or they can pick the category for the opposing team. Should they pick the opposing team's category, their opponents will get to choose a category for them. Each team will have 60 seconds to answer as many of the 10 questions in the category as possible, with correct answers being worth 10 points each. You may confer players, but all answers must come from the team captain. You may pass on the question at any time by simply saying pass. Well, by the scoreboard, Chelsea, you are trailing at this point, 25 points. Your categories are on Broadway, calendar, or Hawaii. Are you choosing for yourselves or for Riverfield?
We're choosing for ourselves
Okay.
and calendar.
Calendar it is. Number 1, what 2 animals are used in the description of how the month of March comes in and goes out?
Lion and lamb.
Correct. What season begins with the vernal equinox?
Spring.
Correct. How is Ascension Day determined?
Of
First Sunday in April.
by the moon.
Incorrect. It is sometimes called Decoration Day, but it's more commonly known as what?
Independence Day.
Incorrect. Why is it called Decoration Day?
Because people put up decorations.
Incorrect. Is the orientation of Stonehenge in Britain based on May Day, Midsummer Day, July 4th, or Christmas Day?
Christmas Day.
Incorrect. By whose decree did the 765-day year with 366 days? Okay. I'm sorry, I did mean 365. All right, Riverfield, you get your chance to handle the whirlwind round. Your categories are on Broadway, Hawaii, or Spelling Bee. Which would you like for yourselves?
Spelling bee.
Spelling Bee it is. Spell all the words beginning with A. Number 1, accessible.
ACCESSIBLE.
Correct. Acclimated.
ACCLIMATED.
Correct. Adolescent.
ADOLESCENT.
Correct. Aggregate.
AGGREGATE.
Correct. Allegiance.
ALLEGIANCE.
Correct. Alleviate.
ALLEVIATE.
Correct. Anonymous.
ANONYMOUS.
Correct. Aphrodisiac.
Pass.
Archipelago.
ARCH.
Oh, time is up in the minute. Okay. Well, let's see what the score stands at now. We have Riverfield with 125 points, Chelsea with 45 points. All right, back to speed to finish up the game, yes? Okay. What American statesman said at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, "We must all hang together, or assuredly we shall all hang..." Yes, Chelsea.
Benjamin Franklin.
That is correct. Identify the federal agency with the letters FTC. Yes, Chelsea.
Federal Trade Commission.
That is correct. What city's struggling airport is another battle between Silicon Valley billionaires and middle-class neighborhoods? Yes, Riverfield.
LAX.
Incorrect. I'm sorry. Chelsea, you get a chance.
Carson City.
Incorrect. San Jose, California. Back to speed. What two materials were the first airplane wings made of? Yes, Riverfield.
Wood and paper.
Incorrect. Chelsea.
Wooden canvas.
Incorrect. Wood and cloth. Wood and cloth. Okay. I got it. All right. Who spread the alarm to every Middlesex village and farm? Yes, Chelsea.
Robin Hood.
Incorrect. Riverfield.
Paul Revere.
That is correct. In 1950, Florence Chadwick swam the English Channel in 13 hours, 28 minutes. How much less than a full day did this feat take? Yes, Chelsea.
11 hours and 22 minutes.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Yes.
10 hours and 22 minutes.
Incorrect. 10 hours and 32 minutes. Recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Yes, Chelsea.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That is correct. Your hand was not over your heart, though. It's in your heart. What film studio had international moviegoers in mind when making casting and script decisions for Star Trek Into Darkness? Yes, Chelsea.
Universal.
Incorrect. Riverfield.
Bad Robot.
Incorrect. Paramount Pictures. This dish sounds Chinese, but it really isn't. It was invented in New York City in 1896. The chef of the Chinese ambassador concocted a dish in search of something appealing to both the Chinese and Americans. What is it? Yes, Riverfield.
Fortune cookies?
Incorrect. Chelsea? Yes.
General Tso's chicken.
Incorrect. Chop suey. Chop suey. It is the name of a part of France taken from the local dialect. The troubadours wrote in that dialect, which lost out in the battle against the northern dialect. What is this southern region called? Yes, Riverfield.
Monaco?
Incorrect. Chelsea?
Artos.
Incorrect. Long duck. Long duck. In the footnotes of the Arabian Nights, reference is often made to dates as being so many years after the flight. What is meant by the flight? That would be the departure of Muhammad from Mecca to Medina. Next speed question. Sought is the past tense of seek. Of what verb is wrought the past participle of? Yes, Riverfield.
Reek.
Incorrect. Chelsea.
Ring.
Incorrect. It is work. Work. It has been preemptively banned by a Seattle bar as well as the National Academic Championship. Large parts of Las Vegas will not welcome wearers. West Virginia led... Yes, Chelsea.
Google Smart Glass.
That is correct. Math question. What is the functional equation of a line with a slope of 4 and a y-intercept of -3? Yes, Chelsea.
Y equals 4x minus 3.
That is correct. British policemen are called bobbies. How are the yeomen of the guard familiarly known? time is up on that. They're called beef eaters. Interesting. Mnemonics means assisting or intending to improve the memory. Now search your memory for the correct spelling of the word mnemonics. Yes, Chelsea.
M-N-E-U-M-O-N-I-C-S.
That is incorrect. Riverfield. Oh, time is up. I guess I can't spell it either. Oh well. Okay, well done. We have final scores of Riverfield with 135 points and Chelsea with 95 points. Well played, both Ravens and Dragons. All right, next week we will see the Locust Grove Pirates versus the Booker T. Washington Hornets. Come back and see who has the answers here on I Want Answers. If you missed last week's competition, you can view it by visiting our website, rsupublictv.org, and look for I Want Answers. And if you're a big fan, look us up on Facebook by searching for I Want Answers. Well, that's all for tonight. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. If you knew some of the answers, thank a teacher. If you know freedom, thank a soldier. Have a great night.